And once again, I cannot see my chat, so sorry about that, folks. I wish I could see it, but there's glitches with FluffTube, and doesn't allow me to see my chat. So I'm sorry about that. I got a lot to talk about today. I've received phone calls, emails about my previous guests, and here's what you got to know. This is for you to use your discernment and disseminate what material you want to take and what material you do not want to take. I do this because I feel like it's the most confusing time in history right now, what we're living in. It's confusing. A lot of us don't know which way to turn, what's left, what's right, what's up, what's down. It's confusing right now. We all know it. I hope you guys liked the Richard Citizen Journalist interview because he's boots on the ground. He's there. He's there. I wanted to get someone's outlook who is there, who's witnessing what's going on in DC. I did the best I could. You know, I didn't really understand his sweater with the raid the Capitol thing. I don't endorse that. I don't understand why he was wearing that, but hey, everyone to each their own. To each their own. Uh, Folks, there's a lot of patriot disinfo coming out right now, a lot, and it's meant to confuse you. It's meant to confuse you. There's a lot coming and more, 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 more. I named this video Down to the Wire because, from my understanding, the globalists are going to feel and they're going to and the confidence, the arrogance of these people are through the roof. It's off the charts. They're going to feel like they're winning until the very, very end, from what I understand. And it's going to start looking really bad. It's going to look really bad, and it's going to get really bad. And you need to prepare for that. You should be getting food, supplies, a generator, whatever. I think there's a link below for Patriot Supply. But folks, when the lights go out, on Amazon, and then my mom's book, The Mexican Mix, on Amazon. I wasn't gonna do a video today because I felt like I was kind of feeling kind of funky today, man. I don't know. I slept all right. I went fishing, uh, caught 5 catfish. I didn't catch any trout, which I tried to do, but it is what it is. So there's a lot to talk about today and a lot of stuff going on, and I'm going to be specifically talking about the Patriot movement and the disinformation and the infiltration that's happening currently in the Patriot movement. But first, 30 seconds here, buddy. The hottest temperatures of the summer are back. That means costlier power bills for you and me this summer. Your bill could be higher than usual because of the increased cost for materials and supplies across the board. This is why I highly recommend visiting Easy Summer Cool. Easy Summer Cool. This amazing 4-in-1 portable AC unit is a portable, easy to use mini air conditioner. I keep mine on every day and it makes my room ice cold. Anyone who wants to save on their power bill should have one in their room. Learn more by going to easysummercool.com. You'll save 50%, or down below there's a link. There's a link down below. All right, knock that one out. Folks, I try to bring the information to you as honest as I can. And, you know, I'm getting a lot of backlash right now, a lot of backlash on the guests I've had on my show. I'm doing my best. This is a confusing time. I do have sources that I feel I can trust. I absolutely do. But I'm going to be honest, I'm not going to say what guests, but I think some of them are full of shit. Some of my guests have been full of shit. I'm not going to name who. You all decide on that yourself. Big tech and government team up to kill the First Amendment. So what we're seeing now, folks, you got to understand what's coming is going to be it's going to feel like hell. has scorched the earth. It's going to feel like that. They're going to make this to where you can't live a normal life. You can't go to a restaurant. You can't go to a bar. You can't go to a movie theater. You're going to be locked out of bank accounts. That's the goal. Your own money. Your own money, because you're going to be deemed a threat if you don't have this. That's where this is going. That's how dangerous this is. That's why they're hijacking the liberal movement, the liberal agenda. That's how they're feeding this into it. Everyone, oh my God, you got to be safe. You got to be courteous. You got to wear this and get this. It's about submissiveness. They want you submissive. This is a global agenda. And those of you who don't know or have your head in the sand, wake the fuck up. It's time. Wake the fuck up. This is for all the marbles. I don't think you understand. This is for the whole fucking pot. This isn't a game. This is not a game. They're going all in. And they're going all in this fall, from what I understand. So they're going to be actively censoring all of us now. Big tech is moving in with the government, and I believe it has to do with the Trump lawsuit because he's trying to protect the people, we the people. So they're moving in with big government, Surgeon General. Who the fuck? The Surgeon General. You know, you'll believe it. If I were to come up here and wear a white lab coat, all I need is a white lab coat and tell you how good this is for you. You'd believe it. I just need a white lab coat. Wear my glasses, comb my hair to the side, wear a white lab coat. You'll fucking believe it. Big tech and the government will be teaming up to censor misinformation or any opinion that is destructive to their controlling narrative for the sheep. Like I said, I happen to believe this is an emergency move being played to combat the Trump lawsuit and the audits. They're going all in. Folks, I don't know how long I'll be up here. NinosCorner.tv. NinosCorner.tv. Keep all my fringe content up there. I'll probably be leaving the Richard Citizen Journalist video up a little longer today, and then I'm going to take it down. It stays and breathes on NinosCorner.tv. Also, you can Venmo me, D-Rod 1977, D-Rod 1977. I appreciate you if you appreciate me. And I appreciate all of you, first of all of you. I appreciate even a prayer. Praying for my safety, praying for me to put out the right content, the right information. That's what I really appreciate that. So big tech is going to be merging with the government to take away your First Amendment, folks. Doesn't that just sound so? It's for your safety, though. See, the government, since when does the government give a fuck about your safety? When? Answer that. But it's for your safety. Misinformation's so bad. So big tech and the government coming together to take away your First Amendment. But we'll make it sound real pretty. We'll make it sound like it's desirable. It's for your best interest, folks. It's for your best interest. Take away your First Amendment for you. Take away your guns for you. They want full control. And it's coming down to the wire. It's going to look, folks, it's going that direction. It's going that direction and fast. And I'm going to read some headlines today. I'm going to read some headlines where you'll kind of put these pieces together. I'm so fucking sick and tired. I feel like every other alternative media host is not telling you how important and how the emergency of this. It's an emergency. There is no 2024. We're going there and we're heading there this fall. By the way, YouTube found it in their best interest to take down the AZ audit hearing immediately. So they didn't even leave. It goes against our narrative. Let's take that down. Bing, down. It's gone. So the YouTube found it in their best interest to take down the AZ hearing immediately. Breaking, and some of this news is about a day old, okay? Some of this news is a day old because I was out fishing. I was trying to relax my mind. I was out trying to relax my mind. Couldn't fucking do it. Couldn't do it. I did catch 5 catfish, but I don't eat catfish. They're bottom feeders. I don't believe in that. I don't do catfish. All right. First major call for Biden electors to be recalled in Arizona. Demand for new election Republican Arizona State Senator Wendy Rogers is officially calling for President Joe Biden's electors to be recalled in Arizona and for a new election to take place after the bombshell Arizona audits results were released on Thursday. The audit results in Arizona revealed that in Maricopa County there were 74,000 extra ballots that were received, but allegedly were never even sent out in the first place. The stunning revelation caught the attention of Wendy Rogers, who is now calling for the new election. And the liberal counties, like, I don't know, El Paso, the news stations here are reporting that the AZ audit is pushing a false narrative. These people are Satan's fucking mouthpieces. They're evil. They're either unwittingly pushing this shit up because they like to see themselves on TV, or they know what the fuck they're doing. And they're going against this country by doing so, by deliberately giving you misinformation and leading you astray. They work for fucking Satan. So let's see how this Arizona, remember, this has to go to the court of popular opinion, okay? Nothing's going to happen. Nothing's going to happen in the regular courts, Supreme Court. It's captured operations. Nothing's going to happen, folks. Don't get your hopes up. I'm all for Mike Lindell stating his case, but it ain't going to go anywhere. I'll tell you that right now. Expect that. But hopefully people wake up. Rumor has it that the Attorney General, AZ Mark Bronovich, is now looking into Katie Hobbs and will be doing a full investigation. Katie Hobbs could be looking at serious jail time, folks. As with all politicians that were involved in the heist at any level. So this, like I said, this is going to come down to the wire. But in the end, I'm confident to say the good guys win. The good guys win. But people need to, ding, you need to wake up. You need to wake up so you understand what's happening here. Statement by Donald Trump. This is a statement by Donald Trump the other day. Why won't the Rhino Maricopa County Board of Supervisors and AZ give the routers? What are they trying to hide? They are fighting for life or death. What is going on? Give the routers. They're not wanting to hand over certain specifics, folks. Because do you want to go to jail? They don't want to go to jail. But I can't stop what's coming. That's all I'm going to say. But it's going to come down to the wire. It's going to come right down, skin of our teeth type of shit. Wisconsin lawmaker calls for full forensic audit after Georgia and AZ updates. After Arizona and Georgia updates, now Wisconsin lawmakers are coming out saying, hey, we need one here. It's looking bad. Dominoes are falling. This I have to be careful about. What I'm about to report right now I have to be careful in saying this. This right here, that a reported 45,000 deaths from taking this within 3 days. It's been completely covered up by the MSM, and a lawsuit has been filed against the government. I forgot the guy's name who's filing the lawsuit. Can you guys fact check that and put that out here? The guy that's filing the lawsuit against the government, it's been said to me like 100 times. Please put his name on there. I neglected to put his name on my sheet of paper. All right, so here we go. 3 Texas Democrats who fled to Washington, D.C. test positive for you-know-what. Several of the Texas Democrats who fled the state capitol to avoid voting on an election integrity bill has tested positive for the you-know-what. 3 of 60 Texas House Democrats tested positive for the virus while staying in Washington, D.C., according to Texas House Democratic Caucus leadership. One of the members found out about their positive test late on Friday evening, but did not have symptoms, officials say. All House members were notified of the positive results and were tested them and were all tested. They were all tested immediately. So I guess they're going to kind of use this as an excuse not to go to jail. I don't know how that would work. So now they have to isolate for 10 days. They have to isolate for 10 days. So this sounds like a case of incarceritis to me. Incarceritis. Let me tell you what incarceritis is. The act of faking an illness to avoid being taken to jail. The inflammation and feeling related to not wanting to be arrested. I didn't know that even works. Does that work? The use of a lie to try to keep from being incarcerated. I don't know if that works. If it works, it's good to know. You know what I'm scared of is that this is going to get to a point that everyone's going to need to get this, that they're going to allow the police to give it to you. Let's say you get pulled over for a speeding ticket. Oh, sir, you're not. Oh, well, you're going to have to, we're going to write your ticket or you got to take it right now, or who knows how they're going to do this. They're going to try to force this on you. You cannot be forced to take this. It's important I bring that point up. They cannot force you to take anything. You need to know that. They're going to be going door to door doing this shit. You cannot be forced to take this. In England, proof of a fool to be made mandatory to entry of nightclubs, venues where large crowds gather from the end of September. Negative tests will not be sufficient anymore. Do you see how this is? Do you guys see how scary this is? Gee, I don't know. This sure does resemble the mark of the beast, folks. Coming at you live from the apocalypse, folks. Whether you believe in the Bible or not, you gotta say, hey, this kind of resembles, I don't know, the mark of the beast. Sure does to me. And people will want it. Bill Gates and George Soros buy out a you-know-what testing company. So Bill Gates and George Soros buy out a testing company. So a consortium backed by George Soros and Bill Gates joined a buyout of a you-know-what testing company. Testing for the you-know-what. Malogic, according to the 2 billionaires in a press release. God, this guy's still around, George Soros. It's like, isn't he 100 and he's still evil? How the fuck are you evil at 100 years old, dude? Don't you wonder, like, oh shit, my time's almost up. I'm probably going to be dying any fucking day now, and I got to answer to the good Lord. But I had a plan to take over humanity. It's crazy. The Soros Economic Development Fund and arm of Soros Open Society Foundations confirmed Monday that it partnered with the Bill and Melinda Gates Foundation. Sounds so nice. According to the press release, the Soros and Gates collaboration is part of the Global Access Health Initiative, which will invest at least 51.1 million in the project, the release said. They shit that money. That's like, and they're preparing for this, folks. There's video out right now, and I have the address of some of it. UN trucks and Humvees are currently being spotted in Canada and along the US-Canadian border. I'm hearing they're going to soon be coming onto US soil if they have their way. If they get their way, it'll be on US soil. To me, I think they're getting. Remember, they want civil unrest. They want American society the global society to erupt so the UN can move in. And what better way to do that? Using BLM. Whites are bad. Racism. They're gonna figure this out somehow, folks. Like I said, it's gonna be down to the wire. From what I understand, it's going to come right down to the skin of our teeth. It's going to look so devastating, so bad, and that's when things either get turned around or they don't. We either win or we don't. So one of the videos that I saw reported UN vehicles, and now you guys can find out where this is at. One of the videos that I personally saw, the UN vehicles were spotted at 440 Gary Ray Drive, North York, Canada. That video is circulating all over the internet. Someone took a video of it, and it's out there going around, making its rounds. Pelosi suggested that this is her final term as speaker. Oh, the Crypt Keeper. Might call it quits. The Crypt Keeper. So Nancy Pelosi could be on her way out in the near future. Really? I mean, hopefully to her grave. Speculation and rumors are beginning to mount that the House Speaker Nancy Pelosi could be on her way out in the near future, as noted by Axios. Pelosi has already suggested this is her final term as House Speaker. Does it surprise you guys? I mean, it kind of throws me for a loop every time I see these people well into their 80s, 90s, still fucking evil. Like they've learned nothing but life but to be evil. And why do these people live so fucking long? The evil people outlive the good people, it looks like. It seems that the good die young. And it appears there may be a new frontrunner to replace Pelosi if she does not step down. Could be Massachusetts Democrat Rep Catherine Clark. Sorry, there's a bug flying around. Got it. Okay, so White House Press Secretary Jen Psaki, I think I'm saying her name right, suggested Friday that people on social media shouldn't be banned from one platform and not the others if they post misinformation online. So if you post your fucking opinion, your First Amendment, you're going to be banned. I don't know, like me. It's Nino'sCorner.tv, folks. That's where I'm at. Nino'sCorner.tv. So if you post any kind of misinformation online, like, I don't know, stating your opinion, you're not going with the narrative, bank, you're out. You should be banned. Boy, I see this as being desperate moves, folks. They're going all in. They were supposed to do this with Hillary. They lost time. They're making up ground now. So a couple of the steps that we have, that could be constructive for the public health of the country are providing for Facebook and other platforms to measure and publicly share the impact of misinformation on their platform. And the audience is reaching also and the audience's reach with the public, with all of you to create robust enforcement strategies that bridge their properties how does this lady live with herself being so she looks like Raggedy Ann. She looks like Raggedy Ann at the podium. That's what I see. I see a redheaded Raggedy Ann doll. Fucking like I can't stand to even look at this lady. So now, yeah. So I think they're doing this because of the lawsuit. I think this is how they're firing back. This is a high-speed chess game, folks. A high-speed chess game. But indoctrination news, China's 360 million gift to Harvard. See, they don't teach you how to think. They teach you what to think. Big difference. Big difference. China is providing Harvard University with 360 million that a former military intelligence analyst says appears to be part of an effort to influence one of America's most important educational institutions. You think? You think? I have no reason. When someone tells me, "Oh, I'm going to Yale," I'm going to Yale, Dave. I'm going to Yale. I'm going to Harvard, Dave. Go right ahead. You're just going there to be a cookie cutter of everyone else and be a drone. Anders Corr, a former government analyst who specializes in foreign influence operations, stated in a letter to Vice President Mike Pence. Oh, that's Mike Pence, huh? I get my skin crawls just thinking of that man. So, stated in a letter to Vice President Mike Pence that a Chinese military-linked company, JT Capital, gave $10 million to Harvard in 2014. The same year, the family of Ronnie Chan, a Hong Kong real estate mogul with ties to China, announced it's giving $350 million to the university. Both donations were relatively opaque. I think that's how you say it. OPAQUE, opaque. And raised questions about the purpose of the funds, he said. So, yeah, they want to make sure they get their investment in for indoctrinating the youth. That way, it's like, look at it as like these institutions, these college institutions, as an assembly line for thought. They're just pushing them out. And TV, and now the internet. Now the big tech's going to get in there. So the big tech, television, in your schooling institutions, indoctrination camps. Hey, it's brilliant. Texas federal judge rules Obama's DACA program is illegal, blocks new illegal alien applicants. A federal judge in Texas has ruled that former President Obama violated federal statute when he unilaterally implemented the Deferred Action for Childhood Arrivals, DACA, program that has provided quasi-amnesty to hundreds of thousands of illegal aliens since 2012. So, Texas federal judge rules Obama's DACA program illegal, blocks it. That's good news, because I just love paying my taxes and just seeing where it goes, seeing how like everyone just paying for other people, for Mexico. Nurse Allison in California reports that the hospital she works in, which is an hour from downtown LA, has 0 reports in the last 3 months. There has not been one single case, she says. Remind me why California is requiring this? Out of 2.7 million, only 94 hospitalized countywide. In what the fuck news, Van Horn, Texas celebrates Rocket Man Bezos and is happy to see him lift up the town's economy. Folks, these people are so arrogant and so confident right now. They think they got this one. They got this one. I would like my flat earthers out there to explain this to me. I'd like to have maybe one of you on the show again. Like I said, the jury's out with me. I do believe that NASA's not telling us everything, but I can't sit here and tell you that we live on a flat earth. I think, I'm just saying I don't know. While the flight will only last minutes, locals in Van Horn, Texas hope the benefits will extend far into the future. Oh boy. You know, Van Horn, Texas is just down the road from me. It's literally just down the street. It's about an hour and a half. Some wax poetically about what the launch will mean for this town of less than 2,000. Dang, I mean, yeah. The big superstar in Van Horn, Texas used to be John Madden, the football NFL commentator. You remember his Nintendo games? That used to be their big celebrity. He used to ride into Van Horn and go eat at Chewy's Mexican. It's good food at Chewy's Mexican, man. Muy sabroso. Van Horn, Texas, Jeff Bezos, the richest man in the world, and 3 other companions, including his brother, are set to make history Tuesday, rocketing off the edge of space from a spot in a vast barren desert in far west Texas, Van Horn, Texas. If it all goes as planned and the weather during an already unpredictable monsoon season cooperates, New Shepard, Blue Origin's pilotless spacecraft will blast off at 8 a.m. Central Daylight Time from Launch Site 1, some 24 miles north of Van Horn in Culberson County, making history for the unlikely town of Van Horn, a largely Hispanic town near the U.S.-Mexican border. You don't say. Oliver Damon, 18, who is set to become the youngest person in space, and Wally Funk, 82, who will become the oldest. And you're telling me, and and they're going up there, and I think it's to tell you all how important the curvature of the Earth is, in my opinion. Don't be surprised if the feed cuts out. I don't know. I'm the jury's out with me on this one, folks. The jury's out with me on this one. All I'm telling you, if you take anything away from this podcast, it's coming down to the wire. It's coming down to the wire, and there's no way to stop it. But the good guys win. The good guys win, but it's going to get ugly, folks. It's going to get really, really ugly. Remember what they want. They want you all this. Door to door, they're desperate. Sound like Nazi Germany much? But it's for your health. Taking away your First Amendment on big tech taking away your First Amendment with the government is for your safety. Taking away your guns is for your safety. Getting everybody is for your safety. The only thing I find worse is I can deal with the stupid people. I can deal with them. The ones that don't know, that are just like, oh, what's wrong with you? You don't wear this? You don't get this? I can deal with them because they're just dumb. They don't know. But it's the people that get pressured into this shit and know. I have a fucking problem with. All right, folks, I'm out.